They are sick and mistreated. Tonight, an Action News investigation uncovers suffering animals who are living and dying in filth. Many of us consider our pets to be part of the family. They're pampered, protected, and cherished. But hundreds of dogs and cats are homeless.
And in a special Action News hidden camera investigation, we discovered that the institutions charged with animal care in many cases are allowing them to live and die in misery. Action News reporter Ray Sayed joins us now with more. Ray?
Robbie, Action News began this investigation after concerned viewers called us and told us they didn't like what they were seeing at area animal shelters. Armed with an undercover camera, Action News went to these area shelters and found neglected animals with very little being done to help them. Among Michigan's animal population, they are the unwanted, the unlucky, the abandoned. Dogs and cats. Puppies and kittens with perhaps days to live.
You are so cute.
Living those days in area animal shelters. But in a hidden camera investigation, Action News found too often area shelters mistreat their animals.
I even saw a dead cat.
Allow them to live in their own waste.
It's so cruel and unfair.
In conditions that violate state law.
And it's truly suffering that's going on there.
Slow it down right here.
We took our hidden video to Dr. Stephen Halstead at the Michigan Department of Agriculture. Part of his job is to oversee the state's animal shelters.
Well, the things I saw were things that we'd certainly be interested in addressing.
At the Sumter Township shelter in Belleville, our hidden camera captured an outdoor dog pen covered with feces.
We'd like to see them cleaner than what you're seeing on this tape.
And an animal control officer.
What's this move here called with the spraying?
Who like to back up dogs by hosing them down.
We would tell them that's not acceptable.
In Lincoln Park, we found a broken furnace and cages used for storage instead of cats.
It seemed that some of the animals were crowded in the kennels because they were storing stuff in others.
We also found cracked concrete and chipped paint, both breeding grounds for parasite and bacteria.
It's very clear that the paint needs to be fixed.
All these conditions violate state law. But our investigation found nowhere were conditions worse than Detroit Animal Control.
It was the worst shelter I was ever in.
This is Karen Dombrowski, head of the Feline Friends Rescue League. Just 2 weeks ago, Karen says she went to Detroit Animal Control to adopt a cat.
When I went to pick her up to turn her around, she was so dehydrated she could not stand.
Karen says inside the shelter, she saw other sick and injured animals, even a dead cat left unattended in a cage.
In the back, there's a stray cat room, and there was a cat that was deceased that was not picked up out of its cage.
It was dead.
It was dead.
Through witness accounts and state inspection reports, Action News found it's not unusual to find sick and dead animals in cages at the Detroit shelter.
It took me weeks to, get over it.
Linda Kuhn says she found several when she went to the shelter in June.
They were laying dead in cages. Several of them were just laying dead.
Michael Wilkes saw a dead cat in a cage on a visit to the shelter last year.
The conditions they had were horrible.
And in this state inspection report, dated July 14th, Inspector Nancy Barr paints a graphic picture of what she found at the shelter. In cage 200, a dead dog with bloody diarrhea nearby, with no records of medical treatment. In cage 204, a bloody pit bull left unattended, missing fur and flesh on 75% of its back. And in another area, an emaciated puppy with no food.
We need to get the animals out of there at any cost.
Despite repeated requests for a response to our findings, Detroit Animal Control has declined to comment. Officials at Sumter Township Shelter did respond with a telephone call. They said they're doing the best they can with limited resources. In response to the officer spraying the dogs, officials said it's better than jamming them with a stick. The Lincoln Park shelter had the most positive response to our concerns with a new furnace and promises to seal the cracks and chip paint. Now, we have an update to our investigation. We've been trying to reach the city of Detroit for a week now, and less than 2 hours ago, they finally called us, and surprise, surprise, they told us not to worry, that everything's going to be okay. They say they put together an animal control advisory board made up of animal activists and elected officials, and they say aggressive efforts are underway to fix things. Action News We'll be watching. Coming up tonight on Action News at 11, our investigation continues. We'll tell you why the state is slashing inspection efforts instead of increasing them. We'll also tell you why you now play a crucial role in the welfare of these animals. That's tonight on Action News at 11. Robbie?
Okay, thank you, Ray. We'll look forward to that. It was supposed to be a ticket to wealth, but for